Good day, everyone. I'm Nin Alfaro, Group 3 from the class of BS Math 1A. And today we will be presenting our topic titled Living in the IT Era. In this presentation, we will discuss how technology affects different areas such as education, business, communication, and more. So we hope you'll learn something from our report. So let's begin. So technology is now a constant part of our everyday lives. So mostly sa ato is nakarely na gyud sa personal devices like laptops, tablets, smartphones, and more. Though nakahelp man sa ning advanced systems sa pag-support in major fields such as medicine, science, and education. So as technology continues to evolve, it brings new tools that influence how we live, learn, work, and connect with other people. Lesson explores both the positive and negative effects of information technology across various areas including education, business, infrastructure, travel, and food industry. So it will also highlight modern digital motivations such as the Internet of Things, smartphones, mobile technology, social media, e-commerce, and more. So here we gain a clear view of how technology shapes modern living and human relationships. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to number one, understand the effects of IT in various sectors. Second, identify the pros and cons of modern technology. Third, describe key technologies like Internet of Things, smartphones, and social media. And lastly, relate technology to personal, professional, and social development. So let's proceed. So technology is now part of our everyday life, whether in school or at home. So we use it so much that we sometimes forget to think about its effects. So, usually karon na era is nagamit na gyud tag cellphone no kung bisag asa ta molakaw, kung madto mo itong eskwelahan sa atong trabaho, naa gyud na kanunay ang cellphone sa atong bulsa. So, maka-wonder ta kung naba kaya siya positive impact sa ato nagatabang ba ni or kuan nagsobra na gyud tag-rely ani or nahabit na gyud nato. So, kani mga pangutana matubag na ito ni as we proceed to our lesson. So in education, so it has changed the way we learn and made learning easier and more modern. So pag magamit nato siya na properly, technology and education work. So here are some of the ways in which technology improves education over time. So number one, teachers can now collaborate to share their ideas and resources online. So this means teachers can easily work together using the internet. So they can share lesson plans, activities, and teaching materials helping each other improve their teaching. So before no, kung module lisod yun to kay atoon kailangan atoon pa yun nato para makuha nato itong mga lessons. So here sa atong nanay online pwede ra i-send. So dali ra kay nato makuha ang mga topics, mga info na gikan sa atong teacher. So dako siya tabang pod. So number two, students are easy to remain updated. So students can quickly get new information, announcement, and lessons online. So makatabang ni siya by staying informed about what they need to study or do. So kay updated mo ta kanunay, chatan ta na alam magklase ta karon. Ala mga class patay kuan lesson. So studyan ni ninyo. So dali ra jud ta makadawat og information. And third, students can develop valuable research skills at a young age. So because students can search for information online, so they learn how to find answers, check sources, and understand different topics early in life. So di ba pag natay mga term na walay balaan, mga words na law meaning o mga topic na wala tayo alamag. So gamit tayo cellphone. So kung na to search ta kung sa meaning ana o sa pasabot. So ma-improve dyan atong research skills ani. So that's a good thing. So students and teachers have access to an expansive material. So the internet gives access to many resources like videos, articles, ebooks, and tutorials. So this helps both students and teachers learn more and teach better. So, di ba, ang internet daghan kini mga topic dira. So, ang teacher daghan pa rin siya mahatag, maka-provide og mga resources if magkuan ta mag-asynchronous class. So, pwede na to ipakuan atong student na magtan-aw sila og video para makasabot jud sila og maayo. And lastly, online learning is now an equally credible option. So, studying online is now considered a valid and effective way to learn. Students can attend class, watch lessons, and submit work even from home. So, maka-consider na siya na one credible option kay murag makasabot ba ta kay madungog na to ang tingog sa teacher while they're discussing, unlike sa mga module murag ikaw mismo ang magtabang sa imong kagalingon. So pag online learning kay madungog na to ang teacher, makapag-ask ta mga questions na wala to nasabtan and more. So when it comes to quizzes sad, na may open camera, makita ka kung nag-cheat pa ka o dili. So it is a credible option jud for learning. So those are the positive effects of technology in educational setting. So if na maging positive, so I'm sure na yun yung negative. So in technology, when used improperly in an educational setting, it can have several negative consequences. So here are some. Number one is lost learning time. Sometimes technology slows students down instead of helping them. When Wi-Fi is weak, devices lag, or apps won't open, learning time is wasted. So let's say, let's say for example, imbes na mag-study niya bitaw ta ana na para na oras is murag wala pa gyud ta kasugod because tungod hinay kay ang wifi. So hinay kay ang signal. Dili man gyud tanan no kung kusog ang internet. Say hinay sad wa mo sa kibalo sa panahon. Mao sa na naka ang con sa online class is murag wala gyud ang signal. So mo sa na maka-distract ko sa atoa makapag-samok sa atong pag-learn. Number two, overuse and distraction. Technology can easily pull students away from learning. Notifications, games, and social media often distract them during study time. Di medyo malikayan sa mga estudyante, murag tahay pag maminaw sila online class na medyo uban na murag laayan. So, mag-open sila cellphone, mag-scroll. Kasi mga uban, mga notifications gikan sa mong friends, mga chat, and so on. Mura po rin siya sa face-to-face jud nang naminaw kasi mong maestra niya na gusto makigtabi nimo, murag ma-distract jud ka. Number 3, game mentality. So, students focuses more on winning, gaining points. So actually daghang jud mga translation ng game mentality no, daghang kay mga pagsabot, daghang meaning. But I think ang meaning jud ani is kana bitong gusto ka mo murag gusto ka mo gain og points rather than na maka-apply or nakay education about that certain topic. So game mentality daw, it refers to a mindset where a person approaches real world tasks like learning or work with a goal of winning, gaining points, rather than focusing on the inherent value of the process, deep understanding, or genuine skill development. So kani sa online mo jud kay di ba na times na mag-send atong mga teacher og mga task na bitaw na dili na need mag-open ang cam. So ang na ni is ipabuhat ra sa imo. So na ibang students na gusto maka-gain jud og dako nga points. So na iban mag-search na lang para makuha jud dako points. Bahala na ni di bitaw tanawon. So mo na yung game mentality, imbes gusto ka ma-learn jud ma-apply sa imuha, makasabot ka in that certain topic, murag gibuhat na lang nimo siya para makakuha kag dakong points. So murag mao na ang game mentality. Number 4, kills their creativity. Relying too much on technology makes students depend on ready-made answers instead of thinking on their own. Let's say for example, instead of making an original essay, a student just copies something from Google, uses an AI tool. Mo sa ni nakabati no is pag online ta murag dali ra gyud ta maka-search tayo na ipa-essay sa atoa. So hala mo baluan ni ko sabot. So ang AI na lang to. So mo sa na nakabati. Number 5, no practical learning. Some skills can't be learned well through a screen, hands-on activities, and real-life experiences are limited. Let's say examples. Students can watch a video about doing a science experiment but they don't experience doing it themselves. Naman yung ubang mga tasks mo na required yun siya hands-on kasi mga experiments. So, lahi man yun ang makita na to sa video no. Kaya gusto yung bibata na impersonal yun para makasabot yun ang hala. Nga nung nibula. Wala nga nung nibuto to. So, more sa na ang no practical learning yun ang online kay walay hands-on. Mo sa na ang naka-cons niya. Number 6, last is misinformation. Not everything online is true, and students may believe wrong information if they don't check reliable sources. Example ani is a student uses an incorrect answer from a random website and ends up getting the assignment wrong. Dili man gyud tanan no na naa sa atong kuan website mga tama na nang giuban ana na mga buhat-buhat ra mga surmise ra sa uban about certain topic so di jud sa may kayan so it's important jud na mag-fact check ta sa isa ka topic para ma-sure nato kung tama ba ni sakto ba ni ingani bang buhaton. Information technology in business. Technology plays a big role in modern business. It supports communication, online payments, and everyday operations. Even simple transactions like using debit or credit card rely on secure systems and networks. It means that business today depend on technology to run smoothly. They use it to talk to customers, manage their work, and accept payments. So without technology, many business would be slow, unsafe, or unable to serve customers properly. Number one, decision making. Technology provides accurate data that helps business make smart choices. Technology helps business to make better choices by giving accurate information. They can use computer software and data to see sales trends, customers' needs, and business performance. Let's say, for example, a store checks its sales data to see which products sell the most so they know what to restock. So, dire makita silang computer kung unsa ang mas daghang nipalit atong nga produkto o unsa ang mga utang nga walay nipalit. So, dire makibalo sila kung unsa angay nila i-restock o unsa angay nila i-improve nga mga produkto nila. Number two, marketing and business growth. Online tools help businesses promote products and reach more customers. Technology makes it easier for business to promote their products through social media, websites, and online ads. This helps them reach more people and grow faster. So, let's say for example, nakabantay mo lang sa mga live sa TikTok, sa Shopee, marag diha din sila ga-promote sila mga produkto no. With that, so makuha nila ilang mga produkto maila sa uban nga lugar sa kuan atong nation. So with that, ma-promote nila ang product kung unsay naa silang product o makibawsan ang mga tao kung unsay naa na nga produkto. Number 3, customer support and satisfaction. Technology makes it easier to respond to customer questions quickly. Technology helps business give faster and better service to customers. They can use chat support, hotlines, email, or social media to answer questions or solve problems quickly. Let's say for example, a customer messages a shop's page about an order, and the shop replies immediately using an online chat system. So dire makibalo ang mga business owners, ang mga nag-operate ana kung unsay angay i-improve sa ilang produkto na like let's say jud para ng Jollibee di ba na ikuan na sila chat system. So dito maka-chat ka kung unsay ngindot sa ilang mga pagkaon, makapag-ask ka kung unsay mga kuan nila karon mga promo, um, makakuan sad ka, makahatag sa kag feedback about ana nga pagkaon kung sa angay improve. So kana nanay kuan na online chat system na moditso rag tubag but mabantayan sa kuan nag-operate ana. Then mo to ila improve ang isang produkto. Number 4, resource management and globalization. Technology helps business and organize supplies, money, and organize employees. It also connects them globally. It means that technology helps business stay organized and work better. It helps them handle their money, products, and workers more easily. And because of technology, a business can also sell or talk to people from other countries, not just in their own place. Let's say, for example, a store uses a computer to see how many items are left. And an online seller from your town can receive an order from someone in another country because of the internet.
Good day, and my name is Zayan Ezekiel Arhakosalam, and I'll be discussing my parts: the technology and infrastructure, the IT in infrastructure, and the IT in tourism. First is let's talk about the IT in infrastructure. What is infrastructure? In IT and on the internet, infrastructure is the physical hardware used to interconnect end users. Here, infrastructure means all the physical things that support IT, like it's the backbone that makes connection possible. Infrastructure includes the transmission media, including telephone lines, cable television lines, satellite antenna routers, and other devices that control transmission paths. Infrastructure also includes the software used to send, receive, and manage the signal and being transmitted. IT infrastructure. It is the integrated framework upon which digital network operate. This includes data centers, computers, computer networks, databases, management device, and a regulatory system. A regulatory refers to rules, policy, and controls that keep everything secure and properly managed. There are two, two parts of IT infrastructure: hardware and software. First is let's talk about the hardware. It refers to any IT component that you can touch, obviously. Examples of hardware include servers, hard drives, network cables, laptops, printers, etc. For your software to run properly, it requires the right hardware. Your software may not run efficiently or at all if it does not have the right or proper hardware. This means if the hardware is too weak or outdated even, programs can be slow or not work at all. So next is the software. Software allows your computer hardware to execute critical jobs and help your business run more smoothly. The appropriate software can even inspire new ways of doing things. Since software is a critical business asset, you should select your software carefully to ensure that it meets your company's requirements. The business asset means something valuable that helps the business operate and earn money. So there are two types of software: the bespoke software and the system or application software. The bespoke software means the custom made or specifically designed for one specified user or a company. It can take a long time to write bespoke software, and you need to have a sufficient manpower and expertise in this field to support the development process. As such, bespoke software is sometimes not the best option for all the small, all not no for all, not for all, but for small organization. It can still be an option, but not advisable. Next is the system or application software. This system software augments your computer hardware, indirectly benefiting your business goals. Example for this is Microsoft Office 365, which is commonly used by businesses in Singapore and all across the globe. Next is the computer network and internet connection. A computer network is an interconnection of multiple devices known as hosts. These are connected using multiple paths with the main purpose being to send or receive data from the media. Computer networks can also include several devices, mediums that aid in communication between two separate devices. These are referred as network devices and include routers, switches, hubs, and bridges. Connecting your business network to the world's largest network, the internet, dramatically increase the value and effectiveness of your company. An internet connection expands communication by providing email, voice, and video options. Next is the data center and storage facilities. Data centers are frequently referred to as a single entity, but they are made up of several technical components. These are classified into three types. Storage. Important company data is typically kept in data center or media ranging from tape to solid state disk with several backups. Next is the compute. High-end servers provide memories and processing power to run application. Next is the network. Interconnections between data center components and the outside world such as routers, switches, application deliveries, controllers, and other. These are the three types: the storage, compute, and network. Next is the virtual and remote asset. A virtual remote assets to a digital representation of a value that may be traded or transferred digitally and used for payment or investment. This can include like cryptocurrency or other digital forms of value. Tracking and monitoring hardware as well as software has become more important ever since the pandemic. With many businesses and organizations shifting to work from home, employees need company-wide systems to communicate effectively. So, next is the wireless and wired access. Wired access refers to the connection of devices through cables, such as connecting your laptop to the internet. Wireless access allows devices to stay, while wireless access allows the devices to stay connected to the network or system, but roam untethered to any wires. In short, used cable wireless uses wire. So like that. So next is the how to consult and system integration services. System integration is the processes of merging all of an organization's physical and virtual components. System integration means making different system and software work together smoothly. So, hence, it is advisable to outsource to an IT company that offers managed services to help you with the integration. While outsource means hiring another company to do the work for you. Yeah. So next is the part 2. Information technology and tourism. IT in tourism. So like today, nobody doubts that technology and travel is the perfect combination. This joint force plays a crucial role in the way we travel. From the vacation destination we choose all the way to what we do once we're there and even after we've come back. Like, fun fact, according to a Google travel study, 74% of travelers plan their trips on the internet, and only 13% of them still use the travel agency to prepare them. This shows that most people now use the internet instead of the traditional level agency. Millennials love to travel and are passionate about new technology. Social media, apps, blogs, and more have an important play when it's time to plan a trip. So first is the mobile technology and tourism. Mobile technology is undoubtedly the main character in the new ways of travel. Cell phone has become our tour guide, travel agency, best restaurant locator, and map and many more. According to TripAdvisor, 45% of users use their smartphone for everything having to do with their vacation. There's a need to adopt corporate services and communication to these devices. Example, KLM created information services for passenger using Facebook Messenger. First is they send the user information regarding their ticket. Next is their boarding pass and the updates about the status of their flight. The users has all the information in the palm of their hands using an app they already use. So next is the augmented reality and virtual reality, the AR and the VR. Augmented reality adds digital elements to the real world like filters, while VR puts you in a fully virtual environment. There are trend due to all possibilities they can offer. More and more companies use it to show users a cabin of their cruise ship, transports them for a few seconds to the Great Wall of China. Today, it's possible to teleport ourselves to remote places without leaving the couch. Example apps are Everest VR app, which lets you see the top of the world. Next is the Cross the Grand Canyon in a kayak, enjoying the sights and sounds. Internet of Things, IoT in tourism. The Internet of Things promises to bring significant updates to the tourism industry. IoT means everyday objects connected to the internet, like smart devices that can send and receive data. IT includes integrating sensors connected to the internet asides like cars, suitcases, buildings, and more. Example for this is some hotel properties offer an app that lets client interact with the room's thermostat or control the television. Suitcase with devices that allow use to their cell phones to follow their suitcase in any time or any place to avoid being lost. Virtual assistant in tourism. We are all familiar with Siri and Alexa, the virtual assistant that meets all our needs. Hotels are now starting to enlist this help thanks to the arrival of virtual assistants specifically designed for this environment. Example, IBM Watson Assistant, or an AI-powered virtual assistant that creates an interactive and personalized experience for consumers. Next is the blockchain in tourism. Blockchain is a technology poised to transform the world as we know it today. Although it's mainly associated with finance, it can also impact travel. Possible uses in tourism: identifying passenger at the airport, guaranteed transparency in tourist opinions, easy and secure payments. Next is the 5G and tourism. Travel technology becomes more powerful with 5G networks. They promises much faster loading and downloading speeds, wider coverage, more stable connections. So, beyond downloading content 20 times faster, 5G allows us to develop and deploy technology that 4G is limited to us, make the connection between smart devices more efficient, and start to truly enjoy the Internet of Things. So, like, yeah. So, to summarize it, it's like augmented reality or the 360-degree video will be more obstacles and accessible. According to travel companies, the growth and progression in technology have helped enhance communication, convenience, productivity, speed of business, marketing, and revenue. Like overall, technology makes tourism faster, easier, and more profitable for businesses. Thank you.
Food technology is fundamentally changing how we produce, process, and find our meals to meet the immense challenge of feeding over 7.5 billion people. Technology, including applications, robotics, and advanced processing, is increasing efficiency, extending shelf life, and ensuring food safety. We will explore 5 key areas where tech is reshaping the entire food supply chain. Robotics ensures consistent quality and increases productivity, which drives down costs and makes food more affordable. Importantly, machines eliminate the need for workers to perform hazardous tasks, dramatically improving workplace safety. For example, robotic systems are now used for difficult battery cuts, leading to significant reduction in worker injuries. 3D printing food opens the door for radical innovation, allowing us to create custom texture and complex composition that were impossible before. This technology has a practical applications such as NASA printing a pizza and a medical uses like creating soft foods for the people who cannot chew. 3D printing holds significant potential for revolutionizing personalized nutrition and food sustainability. Drones are the primary tool in precision agriculture, which uses GPS and satellite imagery to precisely monitor everything from soil levels to crop health. The drones quickly identify and analyze the damaged areas of crops that need immediate attention. This technology makes workers exponentially more efficient by allowing targeted resource application, which is crucial for maximizing yield sustainably. Consumer demand for sustainable goods is driving innovation away from plastics towards solutions like edible or bacteria-fighting packaging. Technology is also directly tackling food waste using apps like Copia, which tracks a business surplus food. This system connects the surplus with local nonprofits, helping to achieve a zero waste goals while helping communities.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will be presenting two major technological forces, which are the information technology in the banking industry and Internet of Things or IoT. We will look at how these technologies evolve, their benefits, and the critical security challenges they bring. Let's start with banking. To survive in today's competitive market, banks use IT not just as a support tool but as an enabling resource. It helps them create leaner structure that can respond quickly to market changes. Looking back at the history, in the early 90s, as hardware prices dropped, banks adopted total branch automation packages. By the late 90s, we saw a tornado of financial reforms in the convergence of the internet and mobile phones. This shifted IT from a back office function to a primary tool for increasing value, handling complex tasks like real time gross settlement and check clearing imaging. This evolution led to e-banking. E-banking provides ease and flexibility, replacing the old days of massive paper ledgers. Interestingly, it debuted in the UK and USA as far back as 1920s, but really became prominent in the 1960s with credit cards. Today, it includes tools we use daily such as credit and debit cards, e-checks, and electronic funds transfer. It also gives us remote access through mobile and internet banking, meaning we can manage funds without ever stepping a foot in a branch. It even includes demat accounts for trading securities. Why is this shift so important? For customers, it offers anywhere, anytime banking. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It offers convenience and significantly lowers the cost of banking over time. For the bank, offering these innovative schemes presents a competitive technology-driven image. It also improves efficiency-driven image, and it also improves efficiency by reducing human intervention and enabling immediate reconciliation of accounts, which helps prevent fraud. However, this technology has a double-edged impact. On the positive side, automation levels the playing field. It allows small and new banks to compete effectively with established giants. But there's a challenge: the personalization. Technology serves us efficiently, but it cannot substitute the personal connection of a warm handshake. Because financial services have become commoditized, banks can no longer take customers' loyalty for granted. They have to work harder to retain relationships. The biggest concern in banking IT is security. The rapid processing capabilities of computer raise doubts about whether our privacy is being eroded. Specifically, there is the threat of digital dossier. While individual data points might be secure, the ability to cross-reference data to create detailed profiles on individuals creates privacy problems. Many nations now consider privacy a human right, placing the responsibility on banks to ensure data is never used for unintended purposes.
Good day, everyone. I am Rosanna Della, and I'm here to discuss information technology in communication and services and how it has transformed the way connect, share information, and interact with the world. Throughout history, humans have always found ways to communicate, starting from smoke signal, messenger pigeons, and handwritten letters to the telephone, email, and now digital platforms. But everything changed when the electric telegraph was invented in 1831. This became a major breakthrough that greatly improved the speed and efficiency of communication. As technology advanced in the 19th century, electrical engineering transformed how people exchange information, and today digital communication has replaced most traditional methods, especially in business, because it is faster, more reliable, and more convenient. First is telephone. When we look back at how communication has advanced, it is really amazing. In 1849, the telephone was invented. Within 50 years, it became essential in homes and offices. Pero ang problema, it was tethered by wires, so very limited and gamay ra og mobility. In 1973, Motorola created the first mobile phone. This is where communication started to change forever. Next is early smartphones. These were originally designed for businesses only. They were bulky, heavy, and had short battery lives. In 1996, Nokia released phones with QWERTY keyboards. In 2010, most Android phones shifted to full touchscreen. And next is a major turning point happened in 2007 when Steve Jobs introduced the first iPhone. This set the standard for modern smartphone design at a time when flip phones and keyboard phones were still everywhere. By 2008, Apple launched the App Store with only 500 apps. Today, the App Store has over 2 million. Next is the Internet. Since the mid 1990s, the Internet revolutionized communication through email, instant messaging, VoIP calls, video calls, discussion forum, blogs, and social networking sites. The Internet made communication near instant, allowing people to stay connected regardless of time or location. It accelerated business, expanded opportunities, and allowed self expression through social media, YouTube, and even memes. Next is email. Email existed before 1991, but it became widely used when the World Wide Web grew. Originally, education institutions and the military used email to send information, which is in 2018, over 3.8 billion people use email, and in 2022, an estimated 333 billion emails were sent every day. Bisan karon, email remains essential sa trabaho, sa school, and even simple daily communication. Next is wearable technology. In 1999, the first wearable technology is a hands-free mobile headset which became popular among city workers. This allowed business people to take calls on the go. Before, video calling outside the phone seems like science fiction, but today we now have smartwatches, audio sunglasses, and wearable communication devices. These have made communication even more convenient and hands-free. Next is virtual reality or VR. Since 2016, VR has been transforming communication. VR allows presence, which is the feeling of being in the same space even when people are far apart. This removes the need for travel and brings people from different continents together. It captures voice tones, hesitations, hand movements, and head movements. This improves understanding, emotions, and collaboration. Studies also show that VR communication boosts attention span by 25% compared to video conferencing. VR helps users retain information better and overcome language or technical barriers. Next is the 5G network. 5G, or the fifth generation of mobile networks, promises much faster download and upload speeds, better coverage, more stable connections, which compared to 4G's 21 Mbps, 5G can be 100 to 1000 times faster. A 2-hour movie which could be downloaded in just 3.6 seconds. 5G also allows millions of devices to connect at the same time, making it important not just for phones but for the entire digital world. Looking into future, 6G is still in early research and about 15 to 20 years away, but it is expected to create the foundation of a fully connected digital utopia. In conclusion, from smoke signals to VR and 5G, human communication has evolved dramatically. Information technology continues to shape how we connect, learn, work, and live. And as technology continues to advance, communication will only become faster, smarter, and more immersive.
Now, let's shift gears to the Internet of Things or IoT. IoT is a system of interrelated devices and objects provided with unique identifiers or UIDs. The core capability here is the ability to transfer data over a network without requiring any human to human interaction. How does it work? Web enabled smart devices use embedded sensors to collect data from their environment. This data connects via IoT gateway to the cloud for analysis. The device then communicate with one another and act on that information automatically. Why is IoT essential? For individuals, it allows for smarter living, giving us devices that automate our homes and give us control over our daily lives. For business, it provides intelligence, a real-time look into how systems work from machine performance to supply chain. It drives operational efficiency by automating processes to reduce labor costs and cut down on waste. We see IoT applied across many industries. In agriculture, sensors monitor rainfall, humidity, and soil content to automate farming techniques. And infrastructures, sensor monitors structural changes in bridges and buildings to ensure safety. In smart cities, IoT helps reduce waste and energy consumption. And in home automation, it controls mechanical and electrical system remotely. Finally, we must look at the risk. The expanded attack surface means more potential for hackers. A famous example is the 2016 Mirai botnet attack, which exploited poorly secured IoT devices to take down major websites. There is also system vulnerability. If there is a single bug in the system, it is likely that every connected device will become corrupted. Lastly, there is privacy exploitation. Companies could use these devices to obtain and sell users' personal data like names and habits. In conclusion, while both banking IT and IoT offer incredible efficiency and convenience, they require us to be vigilant about security and privacy. Thank you for listening, and that's all for IT in banking and Internet of Things.